Okay, what up YouTube, what up boxing fans? I'm gonna get into the top ranked side of boxing, where we have Manny Pacquiao, who has a significant chance of having a retirement fight in Macau against Brandon Rios. There's a lot of speculation in terms of how much dedication, how much discipline Manny Pacquiao is putting forward in his effort to train for a guy like Brandon Rios. Who, this guy, I was just watching Raging Bull the other day. Jake LaMotta classic. His story, and Jake LaMotta versus that rival that always was there to put the final blow on him, which was Sugar Ray Robinson. But Brandon Rios reminds me of that Raging Bull. And Manny Pacquiao reminds me of that old champion, that old French champion he faced. I forget his name. But, Brandon Rios, the epitome of the Raging Bull. Just comes forward, a ton of heart, a ton of will, some skill, but, he puts everything on the line. And if you look at his record, never been knocked out, never been stopped, and he's got a vicious knockout ratio of about 70%. Manny Pacquiao's knockout ratio, somewhat similar. Surprisingly, it's actually lower at 62%. Why is that? Well, consider the fact, ever since he's moved up in weight to a full-fledged welterweight, 147 pounds. The last knockout he scored was Miguel Cotto, where that was a 12th round knockout, and Cotto was weight trained. 145, Cotto was significantly weight trained, and after that, no knockouts, all decisions, every single one of them, except for his most recent fight where he got knocked out in 6. He fought Joshua Clottey to a decision. Antonio Margarito whooped his ass pretty bad, but Margarito managed to go the distance. Shane Mosley went the distance and used his foot movement, which gave Manny Pacquiao problems. Juan Marquez, the majority decision that a lot of people confessed they had Marquez winning. The Tim Bradley split decision loss, controversy, and Juan Manuel Marquez, the knockout. So Manny Pacquiao, let's face it, he has not been able to bring his power up to 147 pounds. Contrary to popular belief, Brandon Rios isn't a sitting target. He's got some semblance of defense on the inside, and what is he vulnerable for? He's vulnerable for straight right hands. That's something Manny Pacquiao doesn't really have other than a jab, right? Manny Pacquiao's got the straight left, which could certainly land. However, Pacquiao's always has stamina problems in the welterweight division. Pacquiao, we don't know where his chin's going to be at. And we don't know where his leg's going to be at. Is he going to carry that foot movement forward into this fight? But my main concern is he going to be able to hurt Brandon Rios? Because if he doesn't, there's a good chance, if the old Manny Pacquiao's back, I don't think he's going to knock him out, because Brandon Rios has a hell of a chin. He's taken flush shots by big punchers like Mike Alvarado, and he didn't go anywhere. He was ready to go 3 more rounds in his last loss that went to decision. He is a true warrior, and he, like Jake LaMotta, he ain't going down for nobody. And he doesn't care if it's Manny Pacquiao, he ain't going down for nobody. And unless Brandon Rios gets busted up real bad, I don't see this fight getting stopped like a stoppage victory for Manny Pacquiao. I think the one guy who really has the knockout potential is Brandon Rios because of his power. He's moving up to a weight class where he's going to be finally comfortable at. He always has a sick time trying to make weight. He's always got to sacrifice his body and go through some really seriously fucking suffering to make the weight. And he's not going to have to do that this time. He's going to be comfortable. He's going to be strong. He's going to be hydrated. He's going to be ready to upset the world. And Manny Pacquiao might not realize the monster he's facing. And just to piggyback on what I said earlier, Bob Arum, he's been wanting to make this fight for a hell of a long time. But it's always been about timing with him. He wanted to make it at the right point in time where there's a potential for a passing of the torch. And there's a big potential here for Brandon Rios. And I think part of why Alvarado didn't get the marquee fight versus Pacquiao is in the effect, in the chance that Manny Pacquiao is over the hill past prime, doesn't have it anymore at age 34. I think Bob Arum wanted him to pass the torch to Brandon Rios because of his entertaining style. So overall, I think this is a great matchup, and I think Brandon Rios has a real chance of upsetting Manny Pacquiao. If I had to bet on it, I'd have Brandon Rios by knockout, which I already have money on, and I'd hedge it against Manny Pacquiao by decision because at welterweight he tends to go the distance. So let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Peace out. Take care.